He is a staple of Oklahoma City comedy, a local legend. Please welcome Mr. Stan Silliman.
Book. Everybody who comes out tonight brings a book. Oklahoma City. My prostate is as big as a grapefruit. I'm not bragging, you don't brag about something like that. I have to ask my prostate for permission to sit down. When I go to the bathroom, I take a magazine with me to pee. I could have my prostate taken out, but then what would I do for an opener? You're probably asking, where did Brad find this old, ancient, broken down comedian? The answer is in the phone book. A better question is, what was Brad doing with a 1985 phone book? I mean, right, you know, there wasn't even cell phones then. There's no drug dealers in a 1985 phone book. Okay, let's be honest. How many are shocked I'm still awake? I once fell asleep during a rectal examination. That's when they kicked me out of proctology school. Speaking of, I recently got one of those colonoscopies. Anybody else had the pleasure? I really can't see you. I mean, you can applaud if that happened or something, you know. But, okay. Let me tell you, I haven't been penetrated that deeply since the last time I was abducted by aliens. Jose and Manuel. That's it. Jose and Manuel. Yeah. Oh, man. I recently got stopped for speeding. The officer asked me why I was going so fast. I said, look at me, you've got my driver's license. I'm old. I'm trying to get there before I forget where I'm going. I got off with a warning ticket. Of course, I had to blow him. You know what I hated about it? When I was finished, I forgot where I was going. I forgot where I was going, yeah. Guess I'm going to have to wash my car. I went out in the parking lot. Somebody had written on the back of it, I wish my girlfriend was this dirty. So you know what I did? I crossed through the word was and put the word were in there. Because I'm a writer, I can't be driving around with bad grammar on my car. Just because some smartass doesn't know his subjunctives. You run into these guys all the time, run into smartasses. I mean, I do. I mean, like for Christmas, a guy sends me gift certificates for BJ's. Turns out to be a restaurant. He knew. Smartasses all the time. Even my doctor was a smartass. Even my doctor was a smartass. When they had this big ice storm, I was out on the corner of my house, and a big old chunk of ice falls down on my foot. I go inside, take my shoe off, call the doctor. You know what he tells me? Put ice on it. Smartass. Even in our largest corporations, in the boardrooms of our largest corporations, they've got smartasses. You're with me, aren't you? You believe that, right? I mean, how else do you explain that the world's tiniest instructions, the world's tiniest, are on the side of a Visine bottle? Smartasses, you know? Even the smartasses. Here's another deal Visine did, smartass thing. They came out with Visine for sensitive eyes. Like who does it, you know? Say, Mr. Pharmacist, can you give me some of that jalapeno eye drops? You know, I don't want, you know, I want to wake my eyes up. I don't want any of that sensitive stuff. You know? Oh, man. I am old. My wife and I have Social Security sex once a month, but you can't live on it. Now I go out to the airports just for the pat downs. I don't even bother buying a ticket, no. And I'm just ethnic enough looking I can get a really good pat down. I'm just ethnic enough looking. You can kind of get an idea how the show is going to go tonight, don't you? First they bring out this, old ancient Jew comic, born in Oklahoma, raised in Oklahoma, small town, somewhat innocuous, non-threatening. And then we kind of soften you up by bringing out kind of a tall, very funny Protestant ginger. Then bam, a young, old, big city, very Jewy Jew to hit you over the head. That's the way it's going to go. That's when we get you softened up here. I got some news. I don't know if it's good news or bad news, but I've recently been invited to try out to be a host on Girls Gone Wild. Yeah, Girls Gone Wild retirement villages. Blue hair babes and their wild Winnebagos. Gertrude and Margaret just got to get something off their chest and onto their tummies. Yes, that's right. Oh my gosh. Got a little song for you. Have your faith, keep your faith, practice it at home. Go to church, say your prayers, just leave our schools alone. That was supposed to be to the tune of Jingle Bells. I'll tell you how it came about. I like to sing. I love to sing. In high school, I was in the Glee Club. You can never have too much glee. But I recently got kicked out of my Christmas Carol group. And that was for arguing with a guy who was trying to claim that man walked with the dinosaurs. And I said, no way, no way. I can prove evolution. I've got my dad's yearbook. Prove. That wasn't enough for him, so I changed the lyrics. I changed the lyrics to Jingle Bells. And you guys can sing along with me here, because you kind of heard the first part. It goes like this. Have your faith, keep your faith, practice it at home, go to church, say your prayers, thus leave our schools alone. Intelligent design is a one-horse closed-off mind, belief ahead of truth, selling out our youth. Children want to learn, and hell they will not burn if they taste and see and feel a natural world that's real. Hey, have your faith, keep your faith, practice it at home, go to church, say your prayers, just leave our schools alone. All right. Yeah. One more thing. My dog is crazy. Found him out in the garden humping on a cantaloupe. Now we have a melancholy baby. So I was having sex with my dog. Watching us from the foot of the bed. You didn't let me finish. I talk slow. I grew up in Oklahoma. So he was critiquing our style. He thinks he's such hot stuff because he does it people style. And what's weird is my dog is named Moshe. And we should never put that little eye patch over it. We did that so we could pick up bitches. That's what that was about. And the headliner tonight, his name is Moshe. That's cool. I said, but who would ever name their kid after a dog? I just can't imagine that. Hey, y'all been great. I'm Stan Silliman. Thank you.